Ball that's smothered off the boot. Jacobs, who had the roll on him last year and didn't do particularly well for one of the few times. Boyd, back inside, Biggs. Heard the umpire's call wasn't going to be 15. Picken, good kick to the top of the square under pressure. Oh yes, is it a mark? Jong again. That's a beauty. Clever kick, Picken.
It was a really clever kick, Bruce, you're right. It was really well set up defensively by the Bulldogs. North Melbourne had nowhere to go. And then Picken just kept the ball alive. Didn't let it get out of bounds there. Clever use of the body in the centering kick. Really disciplined play. Good mark by Jong.
Well, you generally don't. There's so many players inside that 50. You don't get a one-on-one when it's so crowded. Jong got that on Jacobs.
So surprisingly, he has a second shot on goal in the opening term and he nails it. And the Dogs squeeze to the front.
They've got numbers here. North Melbourne as Jacobs goes a little kick away.
That's a nothing kick, that is.
And it's going to be Boyd to track it down. He does it comfortably too. Got the handball away to Biggs, who goes short. He wants Picken. He'll keep it in Picken. Centering kick was very cleverly. Jong! Couple of bites. It's been paid.
Very good. Great play by Picken again. He squared that up right to the top of the square. It was Jong just jumped in front and held his ground.
It's been an amazing turnaround in a career, Liam Picken. I mean, this is a guy who was a tagger or a back pocket player, and sometimes he was a defensive forward who went into the middle now to get 30 possessions and go forward and kick goals.
He was a top-up player for Collingwood Reserves.
Should kick this one. He is directly in front, Ling Jong. It was a great mark, and he finishes off his work with a goal for the Western Bulldogs. And that is their first goal. Glenn Cameron Group contender.
Had a crack around the body, only gained about 10 metres with a kick. Now North Melbourne on the counter-attack out the opposite side. Cut off by Board of the Dogs. Sold the handball wide, comes back in with a little one. A nice little ball to Biggs. His kick was meant into the pocket of Picken, picked it up near the boundary line. Beautiful centering kick. Jong in front, couple of grabs at it, might have got it here. He has, so Jong takes his second mark inside 30, and this one on the top of the goal square.
Just keeping an eye on Toddy Goldstein, who's got a bit of a limp up at the moment. We'll just check with Howie the Doc in that shortly, but that is what the Bulldogs will back themselves in to do well. It was a turnover in the back half of the Kangaroos. They were in great shape, good forward pressure. Another opportunity now for Jong, 15 metres out.
Pointing to his hip there, Das, the big fella Goldie. So now we've got a crack on the hip bone as Jong comes in. Das said, top of the goal square, only 10 metres out, gets the goal. So the Dogs 1-1-7. They lead North Melbourne, one straight goal. Beaumont Times scoreboard. Let's get down to Howie and Doc.
Yeah, Doc.